Cheers. Hey, back again. We got a fun show today.
You can't stop yourself from saying,
hey,
back again.
Back again. I can't either.
Back again.
How else do you start these things?
I have no fucking clue. I just got to make fun of you as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, I suppose. All
Love
right.
you.
So today's show,
It's all about my neck.
we'll no.
No one cares.
It's not.
No one cares.
They care. No, they don't. So, Paul Elliott, the guy that occasionally we
Simple
steal.
BJJ, yes.
We steal pro tips
We
from.
just steal stuff.
Is
When
going-
Croyler's busy out east.
Yeah, we didn't get a
traveling.
Croyler pro tip today because, Croyler's out east traveling. Now, Paul is actually in Anchorage,
He's also traveling.
Alaska. Yeah, so they're both gone. So,
He's out in the middle of the Arctic tundra.
Today we're winging it,
A little bit.
and I'm good with that. So I dug into the archives of the simplebjj.com and found it's called The Arctic Jiu Jitsu and Perspective. And
Yeah, we're going to have to change the name of that. Hopefully we did by the time you guys hear this.
There's only one reason I'm using this article after I read it, and
What?
you'll know it when I get there.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll go, oh, that's it. There it is. It's going to be fun.
I didn't read it.
That's good. I'm glad that you didn't read it.
I'm going to keep it a mystery.
That's going to make it more fun for me and the listeners. Also, we got this new fun game called Flick Chat.
Yeah, we talked about it last week too.
We did. Everybody should join. If you haven't joined yet, it's because you don't understand how much fun it is. And
It's
we're going to
super
prove
fun.
it.
And you get to talk to us all the time.
We're going to prove it by reading a couple things from the Flick Chat.
Yeah, we even asked if you had questions for today's show, and we got some.
Yep. So we have
some of them were questionable.
questionable. We're going to use them anyway.
Questionable questions.
We asked, so we will,
we
hold
got
up our end of the bargain.
Yeah, got to do it.
Yeah, anyway.
Here's the shit questions they asked us.
If
You
want
can
better,
be part of it.
if you want better questions,
Get on
Flick Chat.
Yeah, so it's Flick Chat. Look it on the, what is it, Google Play Store,
I have no idea.
iTunes, whatever.
You literally
App Store.
did it for me because I'm too dumb.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fun, though.
Yeah, I thought it was the stupidest idea ever until I got on it. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
And our group's wicked active.
Oh, yeah, and fun.
Yeah, it's wicked active.
And hilarious.
They're mean.
They're
fucking mean.
in a hilarious way.
Yeah.
We like
Paul
it.
gets on there and writes fucking books.
Yes. I'm going to read a couple of his books. Matter of fact, on this show to show you that you need to get on it because information is being dropped.
Dude, it's good. He drops, and Corlo does too.
I was kind of butthurt. Not really butthurt, but yeah. Okay, butthurt.
I was going to go with butthurt.
Yeah, I was butthurt.
Yeah.
That I thought I had a good answer. I was complimented on the answer that I gave.
Oh, yeah, then
And
it got torn apart.
Paul Elliott swoops in and goes, that's cute for a blue belt. Here's the real answer.
Fuck you.
And writes
Fucking
a
black belt
novelette.
know-it-all.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, dude, you didn't let me finish.
Yeah, God, I'm busy.
I
at work.
accidentally hit send. Dick.
I was going to say all that except more eloquently, but, whatever. Steal my thunder. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll live with it. Yeah, Jesus.
Well, anyways, we got sponsors.
Oh, yeah, go.
All
Keep
right,
going.
so
Do your thing.
who happens to be on the chat? I don't think Tap Tape is. Is Mike on there?
No.
Mike, you fucker.
It's like you don't even
He's
love
probably
us.
not even on the most current episode either.
Oh, he's probably like 3 behind going,
Yeah, we keep getting more new people, by the way. Having great weeks.
I'm texting him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, these last 2 weeks have been
love it,
enormous.
guys.
Yeah.
Love hearing it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's funny because it'll go in jumps, and this is a quite substantial jump.
Yeah, it's
so,
been
hey,
doing well.
so
Thanks a lot,
for
guys.
listening. Yeah.
Love it. But we got topmountapparel.com. Check them out. You will love it. If not, Paulie's wearing it. You can see it if we ever release this video.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're testing our video, by the way, everyone.
This
will
may
not get released. It's already looks fucked up. I can see it on my watch.
Yeah. It's awful.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah,
we're on it. So right there, chalk mark down.
Already fail stamp.
But definitely check him out. He's wearing the Darson Donuts. And I'm actually wearing one too. I'm wearing my other jiu-jitsu shirts.
Yeah.
It's dirty. So I'm wearing this one. Yeah.
It's
a
very
good
true.
shirt. This is my favorite shirt. I like it a
Mine
lot.
too.
I
We started out wearing
Volan's
the
pretty
same
good.
shirt, and then you
I switched because there's no way in hell I'm going on video matching.
I thought it'd be cute, but whatever.
Fuck you.
It's cool.
Nope.
It's cool.
Not going to happen. But anyways, check them out. GD10 at checkout. Still works.
Nice.
So
Save yourself
I know
some
that
cash.
for a fact because some of the guys I coached over the weekend,
Oh, you seen the picture?
Yeah.
They represented.
Yeah, he just got that. Both of them used the code for said shirts.
Nice.
He's very proud of them.
Yeah, good looking out, guys.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that too. I did something over the weekend that was helpful to others.
That'll be good filler.
Yeah, filler. You guys are looking forward to it, aren't you?
This is going to be the best episode
filler
ever.
But then we got Tap Tape, which we already have decided we have to yell at because he's not on the chat yet, so you guys can yell at him for his wonderful products.
Now, speaking of Tap Tape, I got a story about Tap Tape. So, for some reason, I ran the rabbit hole of World's Strongest Man. I think his name is Brian Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got his own...
Everything?
Everything, yeah, really. He's got a podcast, YouTube channel. He's like us, only better. Whatever, it's cool. World champion, I get it. Anyway, Shaw Strength. So, they tried to pick up a 270-pound dumbbell.
The fuck?
Maybe 230. Anyway, I think it's 230 pounds.
Isn't that a fucking full-fledged bar?
So it's a dumbbell that weighs, I want to say, 230 pounds.
Good Lord.
There's like a handful of people in the world that can lift this up.
Oh yeah.
So
it's like Thor's hammer and shit.
So him and his buddy Eddie Hall, who was also a World's Strongest Man, went to pick this up. So Eddie Hall couldn't budge it. Like, he'd pick it up and it'd just spin out of his hand. He's like, I can't do it. He tried really hard, couldn't get it. And Shaw did, and he picked it up for a couple of reps. And Hall was like, holy shit, that's impressive. He goes, I know I got a good grip. I mean, Eddie lifted 1,102 pounds, world record. 1,102 pounds he deadlifted.
Fuck.
500 kilograms for you people that live overseas.
Lord. Yeah, they don't get GD Thursdays either.
Right, so Shaw, So Shaw, he didn't do that. Like, his best is like, 465.
Holy shit,
kilograms.
Huge difference.
So, yeah, but still, I mean, a lot of weight, but huge difference.
Yeah, it's like a house.
so Eddie's like, dude, I know I got a good grip. I can't lift that thing up. And I thought to myself, if he had Tap Tape,
he could have made that shit happen.
For sure, that thing would have came off.
It probably would have tore his fingers off before it would have,
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
And that would have been way better TV, so get on that,
Mike,
guys.
send him some shit and be like, this will help you pick up said dumbbell.
Yeah, send it Eddie Hall, courtesy of the GDs.
Totally a thing. He'll care. Trust me.
Lift
he'll
that
care.
Damn dumbbell, sir.
Yeah. But Tap Tape, check it out on Amazon. Get it there. Leave a review, please. You will love the product. I promise.
Promises.
Yes. And if you don't, come find me, bitches.
Yeah, that's right. I will fight you to the death.
If they don't come to visit us for nice things, let's get them to come here to beat my ass.
Just talk.
It's my new thing.
Talk to shit to random black belts. We've already been doing it.
Yeah, we can find other ones.
No difference.
Oh, we should talk shit to Ron.
Yeah. Where's he live?
Virginia.
Oh, that's closer.
Yeah. He could make it.
Yeah, Ron, come at me, bro.
Fuck you.
Let's do it.
Take it.
Let's go.
He just came back from, Mighty Oaks?
Nice.
You know what that? You ever heard of that?
No.
Mighty Oaks Warriors? It's something really cool.
I was going to play it off like I did know about it, and then you asked me, and I had to go ahead and
I barely know anything about it, so we'll talk about it later.
Awesome.
He just came out of like some kind of retreat that made him some kind of superhero. I'm not sure.
Perfect.
Kind of cool. But Tap Tape. Use the tape. Get the tap.
Do it.
It's good stuff. I love it, actually.
I win all my rounds since I've been using it. Never lost.
Oh, it's a big fat lie.
Not one. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. I got this extra growth on my finger over here that I tape up.
That looks fine.
But I've now taken off time from Jiu Jitsu, so I'm not using the tape.
It'll heal.
I'll use the
with
tap
your
tape.
neck.
That's what we're hoping.
You should tape your neck tight though, super tight, like really,
like pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Then we got Black Line Jiu Jitsu with Chad Pomeroy. Come check us out in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just south of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, because we're still a suburb. But definitely come check us out. We know some of you are close by. I've seen your location. Yeah. Come visit.
Yeah.
We'll cover your drop in. Chad, don't charge for my drop in.
Yeah, I'm not covering shit
because I don't want to cover it. We definitely have a great kids program. Chad does a great job with the adults. Jesse ran a great class last night.
Yep. I learned stuff and things.
Yep. We got Nogi also with Justin. So Morgan's in there doing world champion type shit.
Oh, yeah. Went to Worlds.
Yeah. Did well. Won a match at Worlds. Just killing it. Super proud of her. She doesn't listen to the show. Hey, Ben, tell her. That would be your husband. That dude's going to come on the show as a junior correspondent.
I like it.
Yep. We have... what did Larry call himself? Senior reporter, yeah. And now we'll have a junior correspondent.
I like it.
Because he has a funny laugh, and I'm going to make fun of you, Ben.
Perfect.
I'm going to get you. But, and last and most certainly least, Carla Gracie.
he went on tour.
Got anything else?
He went on tour in the East Coast. And
he did.
You didn't go this time, sadly.
Actually, he didn't invite me.
He invited your wife, though.
Yeah, he invited my wife. And
well, you slept the whole time. I saw the picture. Like, he was snapping pictures of you just, like, passed out, like, just, and, like, gone. It was really funny.
I was sleepy.
Yeah. So maybe you thought maybe your wife could stay up for 24 hours straight without sleep.
Yeah, exactly, because that's where I was at. I almost passed out on the mat.
Nice.
I was super tired.
I liked you last time because you actually came back with all that fun information that you learned on the seminar.
Oh, yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
So, yeah. I liked it.
Well, I might go back in the fall with him because I know he wants to make another trip out there, guys. So, hey, book him. I'll come with him.
Do it. Yeah, get yourself a private, get yourself a seminar.
Yep.
Join his class.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, get down there in northern Indiana. Can't beat it. Seriously, he's amazing. We try to pick on him a lot, and we mean it. Anyways, moving on. CoreyLaGracie.com.
Do it. Oh, also they have a podcast. Simple. No, that's not it. Just jackasses joking around. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also known as the Just Jiu Jitsu podcast. They did one on the world. Oh, if you want to know how psycho Corey Gracie is, absolutely insane. Yep. Listen to his latest podcast about the World Championships, and then listen to how much video that he watches, and then his system for watching the Worlds, and you'll go, oh yeah, he's crazy. Oh yeah, he's fucking insane, dude. You'll appreciate the beautiful mind that is also psycho. Like I couldn't do that. Yeah, I think that's part of the beautiful mind thing. Yeah, even it's the part that drives you insane. Even Andrew, also on the show, goes, I'd rather chew glass than do what you just did. Yeah. Sounds terrible. Yeah, but anyway, enjoy. Well, teach his own. Okay, so this week, the Arctic Jiu-Jitsu and Perspective. I'm going to have to rename it something because that's not going to make any sense when people see the show. And would you go out to listen to that? Not a chance in hell. No way. Not a chance in hell. But it's good stuff, and it'll make you mad. So, if it makes me mad, this is good. Oh, yeah, it's good shit. Perfect. What do backpacking in the Alaskan Arctic and Jiu-Jitsu have in common? Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing is right. What the fuck? So I think this is like his filler show. So I thought since we're doing a filler show, I got to write something. He's like, oh, God, I got to connect the dots somehow. And connect them he does. They both can serve as a lesson on proper perspective, but only if you want them to. It's a fact of life that things are worth doing are often not going to be easy. Sometimes, during those endeavors, you'll encounter situations where everything looks like it's going downhill. One lesson I learned in the Arctic gets applied all the time to my jiu-jitsu as well as life in general. How to keep yourself warm. How to build a fire. You just turn the heat up, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy. When you're not hiking in the Arctic, it's easy to stay warm. Yeah. Just saying. Yeah, I don't know how you're applying any of this shit. Yeah. He gets there. Does he? Does it make sense? It's the long play. Oh. It's the long play. Long play is never the good play. It's not the day trader kind of investing right here. It's kind of like, you invest in Disney and hope for the best. Like, I'm going to keep on making good shit. I'm a sprint kind of guy. Yeah. Well, I understand to get it over quickly. See, I told you you'd be mad. Yeah. And so far I have not disappointed. It's already aggravating me. A friend, also the friend that he's talking about, he told me to mention it on the show, so I'm like, perfect, I'll use this. He talked about his friend, everybody wins, and it's easy peasy. Yeah. So, a friend of mine and I were backpacking in the gates of the Arctic National Park in Alaska. Incidentally, he is the first person that made me tap to jiu-jitsu, despite outweighing him by 50 pounds. And how that goes, bro. Apparently. Often, actually, yeah. Apparently, it was a sign of lessons to come. We were just finishing up our backpacking route in the remote native village of, this is going to be a fun one, Inuktitut. Yeah, totally it. Inuktitut. That's got to be it. Pass. I totally didn't fuck that up. No. After a long and fast hike in, all during our hike in, we saw numerous signs of bear and wolf tracks headed toward the town. We surmised that the animals were probably after garbage, or you, and we made which is garbage. Get it? I like his jiu-jitsu. Oh, ba-doom. Oh, I'm dying for that one. We were too nice last time. Yeah. Watch the fuck out now. We'll fix it. And we made a mental note to be careful about where we made camp. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Both of us were exhausted by the end of the day, and we had to find a campsite that we didn't have a clear idea of where it was. All we knew was that it was away from the town and located somewhere on the other side of the mile-long gravel airstrip. What? What kind of hike is it? Good Lord, he's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah. The hell? And who would want to hike along an airstrip? That sounds weird.
I think you just land at the airstrip, then you have to go across said airstrip. I
Maybe.
don't think the airstrips are that big, sir.
We'll have to
especially if it's freaking gravel. Can't be that big.
Maybe it's that long because it takes you that long to get off the gravel.
I have no fucking clue.
we no tangent.
Talking about planes.
We had jokingly referred to our destination as the Ass Pit because from the descriptions, it was clear the locals didn't want to see us. I could tell you why. And we would get
it must have been your face.
That would do it. And we would get the least desirable location to camp. We had no idea how accurate that term would be. We resigned ourselves to another mile of hiking down the side of the airstrip and finally found a spot with a couple of fire pits that appeared to be a likely spot. There was a willow brush all around us, which sounds pleasant until you consider that those low willows are ideal bear territory. That sounds awesome. And
if this story doesn't end with him doing jiu-jitsu on a bear, I'd be super pissed.
Yeah, it's a bear cub, but it counts. And you always avoid camping in those areas in the Arctic if possible. They are called grizzly mazes for a reason. All right, I was tired, sore, and now convinced the locals wanted us eaten by bears. The ground was poor. I got it. I can read.
Yeah,
words are hard.
It's good.
I get it. The ground was poor for setting up a tent, and there was trash and alcohol bottles scattered about. Keep in mind that Inuktitut Pass is a dry town. I hope I'm saying that right.
It's not, but I'm gonna. Maybe it's right.
Okay. Periodically, some of the locals would ride down in their trucks, stare at us for a couple of minutes, and then turn around and go back towards the town. Again, it was your face that they wanted to stare at?
Your face was still attached to your head.
Mm. You should look at a picture of yourself. You'd get it. As the evening wore on, I was getting an early and unpleasant taste of the civilization I was trying to escape by hiking the barren tundra. So I've hiked before, right?
I'm not much of a hiker.
I enjoy a good hike. But I'll do it like closer to civilization, where I'm probably not going to die.
Like the metro hiker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I ended up in an uncharacteristically bad mood, and our nickname for the campsite seemed prescient. Prescient? Prescient. That's a word.
Don't know.
They're still hard. All right. I couldn't imagine.
Hard words.
I couldn't imagine a worse way to spend my last night in the Arctic. I sat there munching on almonds and M&Ms, just wishing for the otherwise spectacular trip to be over. My friends saw my bad mood and started whittling down our situation. If we ignored the locals, bear, territory, trash, bad ground, and long day, we were in the middle of the Arctic. The sun was shining, the mountains were beautiful, and we had just spent over a week of thoroughly enjoyable backpacking. I had even proofed out the utility of an experimental tent that I had built.
Good Lord, you built a tent?
I would have just probably bought one from Dick's or something like that. But
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
it's cool. I wouldn't have built my own.
They sell those things.
Hey, I'm going to build my own tent and experiment in it in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to do that.
Neither am I.
Paul, bro. Are you trying to die?
We can only hope.
In that moment, my whole perspective of my situation changed. I previously had chosen to focus on the easy negative targets instead of seeing how fortunate I really was. The M&Ms got twice as tasty, and my mood for the evening became bulletproof with enjoyment of my situation. Just like my scenario in the Arctic, I have found that jiu-jitsu, it's all coming around. It's coming around now.
It's like he wanted to talk about Alaska, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to tell you some jiu-jitsu in this fucking story.
That's exactly what he did. But it gets better. But wait. But there's more. Just like my scenario in the Arctic, I have found that jiu-jitsu will periodically test you and ask you what you choose to focus on. I have seen countless students quit for various reasons. Others who decided to coast and just play with jiu-jitsu, and others who have hit frustrating walls. All of them made choices based on their own criteria. When jiu-jitsu is going your way, it's easy to be a fan and tell everybody about how wonderful it is. Yet how do you react when you are injured or frustrated or ready to quit? What about when school politics become an unwanted force?
Ooh, that's a thing.
Oh my God, it was a big thing today. I don't want to get into it. I'm not going to, but...
Well, no, yeah, because we don't know shit about it. It's not our shit, but or our gym for that matter.
Within the Michigan...
All of Michigan.
Yep. Jiu-jitsu community, there's some shit.
There's some shit.
And
it's some shit going
really
on.
Frustratingly
it's so
sad. It's interesting, but it's sad. It's like it doesn't.
I'm
have
just
to
glad
be
it has
that way.
nothing to do with us.
Oh yeah,
or our school.
I'm really happy
good
for that.
Yep, we're good.
But yeah, it's a thing. Politics in jiu-jitsu.
It's a crazy thing. I think we need to get into that.
We
not
should.
today.
Not today.
Not today.
But we will.
Maybe today. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I got like a 193 comment thread I could read. It's really not funny, but it is. It's one of those things where it's like a train wreck.
Yeah. Oh, it's like just fucking train wreck. I got to catch up.
Bro. Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, I didn't catch. I kind of cut off at one point. So.
Yeah, it's sad. But anyway, I lost my place. Become an unwanted force. Like any human endeavor, there will be good and bad things that happen on your path. You certainly can't completely control what happens during your jiu-jitsu journey.
Ugh, God, dude. Is this the newer one?
No, this is old as fuck.
Old as fuck.
This is archives. Yeah. So I thought path and journey, and he didn't even know us.
No, he didn't even know me yet. That's because everyone loves those cliche fucking
That's
terms.
why. You're the reason why we hate those words, Paul. You're the reason. Yeah. You're the problem.
You're the problem. Be the solution, Paul. Be the solution.
Fix your shit. The one thing you can control is how you choose to react. If you are training jiu-jitsu, you are in the small percentage of people who are doing it and reaping the benefits. The longer you train, the more you become a member of an even smaller percentage of people who have the right perspective and perseverance to get past the inevitable hardships. If you choose to focus on the positive aspects and choose to have your perspective reflect how fortunate you are, your jiu-jitsu path and your path through life will be easier and more enjoyable.
Well, look at him.
Look at him go.
He's tied like 3 things in at once. Look at him go.
So watch this. Watch what I'm going to do right now. I'm not a fan of my job, right? So I'm like, I complain. I complain often and much.
Yeah, you mostly really do.
Mostly to you.
You really
I'm like,
do.
I'm just saying. So today,
hold on real quick. He complains enough that I want to, start our gym just so I can give him something other than his job to do so he stops complaining.
You're not wrong.
I'm not.
I apologize. I probably talk about my work as much as you talk about your sore neck.
Yeah.
Like, we are equally as stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, perspective. We have a guy from Poland that was a miner in Poland.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. So he was working all day, every day, 7 days a week, way more than me. And it just doesn't end. Like, I'll do it for a few months, and then it'll be back to 60 hours, not, 82 or 84. Yep. He just does the, 96-hour weeks on repeat for years. And then there's nothing to spend your money on because Poland doesn't have nothing. So they have to drive to Russia to get anything if they wanted to buy something, which they didn't have time because they were working. So because there's nothing...
Sounds terrible.
Because there's nothing in Poland, they didn't have any tea or coffee. So what they would do is they would take their cigarettes and they would open the cigarettes and put the tobacco in water. Of course, it's cold water and you want hot tea. So they take like electrical cords and put it in there, and then that's how they would warm up. Yeah. So I'm thinking, maybe my job isn't so
ain't this bad.
Yeah, I'm perspective. It
is.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep perspective in jiu-jitsu.
Kind of. It can be. But he's not wrong. So you and
No. He's not wrong.
You and I have both been fucked up, injured, like hurt. You're hurt right now. I blasted my knees, and I have those issues every week, regardless of injury. It's just they're wore out.
Yep.
They're bad. And I've had those days where I'm like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I do this, because I can't do a lot of the stuff that they're training.
Very true.
Like a lot of the knee stuff, ankle stuff, whatever. Mm-hmm. If I'm in guard for too long, practicing something, I'm I can't do it anymore.
It locks up on you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So I go home and you have those bad days, like just it hurts, and then I can't sleep at night because it throbs in pain, and then I'm limping around on my cement floors, and that's why I complain about work. And it's a never-ending cycle.
Yes.
And it'll get to me.
It's a circle of shit.
And it gets to me, and every now and then I'll have that. I just want to give up. Like, it'd be so much easier just to punch out, go home, sit on my couch, and watch Married with Children reruns.
Fuck that show.
Bro.
Fuck that show.
Oh, for real. But it was the first one that came to mind.
I never liked that show.
The reason it came up is because Al Bundy is a jiu-jitsu black belt.
Yes, he is.
Which is kind of cool.
But
the show is awful.
But the whole show was fucking terrible.
That's not my point of the story. The point of the story is while I have those thoughts often, and I really do, and it's
early and often,
right? It's more better than it is. It's more better than it is worser. Does that make sense?
I'll give it to you.
Because there's a lot of people that don't get the mindset. They don't get jiu-jitsu. They don't get the people around it, the learning, the epiphanies, the aha moments when you show somebody something and they get it. That's cool. Yeah, I don't get that at work. Because if I show somebody something at work, they're like, I don't give a shit because now I just got to do it 1,000 times a day. And they don't get happy. But you show somebody something in jiu-jitsu and they're aha. And then they're like eternally grateful. Like I still remember the first person that taught me the scissor sweep, and now you're teaching somebody the scissor sweep, and they're getting it. And that feels good.
Because you showed me the proper way to do because I couldn't do it the way I was being shown. I just couldn't do it right. It was my fault because I can do it now. Right. But you gave me a different way of doing it. I was like, oh shit. No, I passed that shit on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unreal to watch.
Yeah, and it's moments like that where it's like, that's why I come. This is why it's worth it. Or something clicks for you, like you. It's kind of like we talked about on the show earlier. We have these plateaus. We're like, we're not getting any listeners. All of a sudden, bam, we get a jump, and it feels good. Sometimes in your jiu-jitsu, you're like, I'm not getting. I just feel like I'm not making any progress. And all of a sudden, something clicks, and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah,
I can do stuff to people now, and it's like on repeat. Like I got this down, and it almost feels like they're letting you do it, except that they're not. You just all of a sudden get the technique, and the technique works on anybody.
Yep.
Like to Croyler's point, the technique, if you do it right, it'll work on black belts. Like it's just not because they suck; it's because your technique is sound. It'll work on anybody. And then once you got that, you're like, oh my god, this is so fun.
Yes.
But it takes time, and it takes those plateaus, and it takes those sad moments, and it takes those, I got to deal with, maybe it's gym politics, maybe it's injuries, maybe it's bad days, maybe it's your family life. It's just like, god damn it. But if you keep doing the grind, you're going to have those moments of helping people, those epiphanies, those ahas, or whatever you want to call them.
Whatever it is.
And it feels good.
The feely goods.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
So I think that's where
jiu-jitsu needs, that's what we need to focus more on when we talk about jiu-jitsu. Not the difficulties in that. Oh, you're gonna fucking get to the point where you plateau. How about we just let them figure that out when they get there?
Right?
Like, fucking stop telling people that. Yeah. Oh, dude, this is where it's gonna suck sometimes. Shut the fuck up. People will figure that shit out on their own, and by the time they get there, they're already gonna be sucked into it.
See, what a lot of people do is new people start and they don't understand why they suck so bad. And why they suck so bad for so long. So they're like 6 months in going, dude, am I going to get good at this? Like, I don't feel like this is my shit. Like, it's not my sport.
Yep.
And our answer is, you're supposed to suck. You're a white belt.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
We should be like, okay, that's fine because it's true. But we can't stop at that statement. He goes, but you're going to come to a point where, and then we tell this, like the Sarah story, like, hell, roll with a new guy.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Give yourself 6 weeks and then have a new guy come in.
Yep. We got to give him.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Watch the difference in the way you feel. It's amazing.
It's not like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but there's like maybe mini lights at the end of the tunnel and a bunch of them.
There is lights at the end of the tunnel.
But it's not like just one big thing.
It's just
like
a really long fucking tunnel.
It is. It really is. And it's like a long never ending as far as jiu-jitsu goes.
There's like little windows in the tunnel.
Yeah. But you should look at a plateau as like a good thing. Like you reached a plateau. Now reach another one. You know? Build up to another plateau. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
The fact that you're getting your butt kicked means that you're at a good school and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. That's one way to look at it.
Yeah. Who was saying? Was it Al? Like your bad day in jiu-jitsu is somebody else's
is your partner's good day.
Yeah. So either way, whether you're getting beat on or you're beating on somebody else, one of y'all's having a good day. So exactly. Be happy for your partner. Something came together for him.
That's hard to do.
It is.
Like everybody's like, that's a great sentiment. I'm like, it's even harder to actually do that.
Right. I think it'll get easier as time goes by, but yeah.
It's hard. I'll just be honest. That's a hard one for me.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure. All right.
And that's coming from a guy that doesn't give a shit if he loses. Because I do not care.
I don't care if I lose, except Austin. Like the first time he taps me out, I'm going to shoot him in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just not having that.
No.
I will have none of that.
No. Sorry, Austin.
I won't do it. Yep. You're the one.
Yeah. You're the one that's never going to win.
Yep, sorry.
I don't care. And he's getting better, by the way.
I know. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'll bite him, though.
Oh, I'll fucking punch him in the nuts. Yeah, I don't even care.
You know, wrist locks are already kind of like, some people say dirty. There's a matter of fact, there's a big thread about wrist locks I was laughing at, about whether they're good or not. And
how are they not good? Fuck off.
People just don't get it.
No.
But then, you know, of course, heel hooks were a thing for a while. And so there's always the air quote dick moves.
Yep.
And I will up the ante. Like I will take his fingers and spread his fingers. I'll do like the small
the wishbone.
The
wishbone with his fingers. Yeah. Oh fuck yeah!
I'll pull his earlobes. I don't care. I'll
eye gouge.
Yeah, fish hooks.
I don't give
whatever
a fuck.
It takes. Yep, not losing, bro.
No, not tapping to that dude.
Never.
It's not even that he's bad at it. Just don't want to fucking tap to him. just his face.
It's just because it's you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry, bro. Yeah. It sucks to be you.
This is a friendly rivalry. Yeah.
Friendly asshole.
Yeah. All right, cool. Moving on. Injuries may temporarily force you out, but you may get more time to study. Brick walls of nightly defeat can spur you to focus on getting better. Inevitable politics or internal social issues become secondary to getting on the mat and improving yourself. Temptation to quit is tempered by realizing how far you've come and how much you've achieved. That's another thing, man. Once you put in so much time, like if you got 6 months and you want to quit, you're like, man, I got 6 months in. When you got like 3 or 4 years in and you want to quit, you're like, man, I don't want to feel like I wasted 3 or 4 years. And I'm way better than when I started. So it's hard. The longer you do it, I think the harder it is to quit.
I don't know.
I feel that because I've been in it so long now. I think if I quit, I just like, why did I even start? Like,
yeah. See,
like
I don't approach things that way. I approach it as I got what I needed to out of said endeavor. I can quit now. With jiu-jitsu, it is a little different. I couldn't just fucking quit. There's just no way in hell. Obviously, I got the fucking ultimatum of, so you can either continue your life the way it is and have pain every time you go to do jiu-jitsu, or you can have the surgery. I'm choosing surgery so I can get back to jiu-jitsu.
To be fair, you could just quit jiu-jitsu.
I could.
You could just be done and
because
problem not get a surgery.
Well, you see me. It fucking hurts, and then the next day it fucking hurts more. So it's like, all right, well, I could just quit.
So other than the podcast, obviously, what's making you go, I'm not quitting, I'm going to get the surgery?
I love podcasting. That's not what I do love podcasting.
I love doing this, and I have to do jiu-jitsu to talk about this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not starting a new podcast about whatever.
Books that I can't read. Yeah. I love jiu-jitsu. I've got my whole family doing it. I can't let my wife kick my ass. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a little bit like Austin. No, you can't let her get better than you.
She's already getting better than me.
Oh yeah, she's getting savage as hell.
But no, I can't. It has nothing to do with, if I wanted to leave, I'd leave. Like, it wouldn't bother me to leave just because I've been doing it for 3 years. Or it just wouldn't.
Right.
But for me, I just can't leave because it's something I love. It's something I love to go do, and I love being able to talk about what I've done on the show.
Not only that, but what people around us are doing and what they're learning.
Oh, it's amazing.
Our kids
I love
our
it.
Wife,
and how I can relate.
She's mine now.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine. We're one entity. It's fine. If you look at the chat, you can see like I can relate with these people. Now, if I stop doing this, I can't relate with the family that I've built. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because we've built a family and a community of awesome people.
Yeah.
And it'll almost be like letting them all down.
Yeah. And
like, I'm not willing to do that.
No, not at all. We have enough. Let's just stick to the podcast. Just in the podcast alone, like, you guys are a family. You're the GD family.
Yeah.
Like, you're all the GD Nation, as some of the guys call it. Like, that's what you are. So I can't let you down. It's like letting one of my kids down.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you and
that's exactly what it feels like. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I can't just give you a piece of candy to smile. Yeah. Like I would my daughter. Like, oh, you want a sucker?
Yeah.
Smile. It's fine.
Well, one of the last times I had that, like, really bad day is when I ripped my knee apart and I couldn't, I was walking with a cane for a while. I mean, it was
super old, man.
Oh my God, it was awful. But I just had that, why am I still doing this? Like, I'm a 40-year-old man. Like, I got responsibilities. I can't keep hurting myself. I just had that why. And part of the why was this community.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it, and I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to just walk away from it. I think that'd be silly.
I can't. It's just not an option anymore. I can't let Paul down. It's really what it comes down to.
Don't let me down, bro. Don't leave me, Goose.
I'll be Maverick in this. Fuck yeah. I want to be Maverick.
You could be Maverick.
I want to be Maverick.
Goose dies, right?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you fell for my tricks.
I did.
Die, bitch. Die.
Aren't they coming up with the part 2 on that?
Fuck yeah. It's so stupid.
Is it?
I don't care. It's going to be stupid. Just stop remaking movies. Get new ideas.
They should really get new ideas.
God. Just saying. Marvel does just fine with new ideas. That have been written a long time ago. All
right. And how much you've achieved. How you react to events is completely your choice, and your choice can trend towards the positive and uplifting by maintaining a good perspective that whittles away the meaningless negative aspects of what is happening to you. I do this all the time in jiu-jitsu and life. just like I had the ass pit transformed into a beautiful valley. Perspective and choice are yours to work with. Choose your perspective wisely.
That was corny at the end.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I
think
like
this was
corny.
back in his purple belt days. I don't know if it has a date.
If it was really old, it was probably. I think that's when he really got into it. Was purple belt days.
Yeah, 2016. That was from.
Well, that's not that old.
No, not bad.
Well, I mean, it's 3 years, but that probably puts him around. Oh yeah, purple belt probably. Yeah, good call.
Like I said, I think
I love when we figure shit out on the show.
On the air.
Yeah,
I like it. So, I thought that was pretty pertinent because your neck is screwed up. I've had those thoughts of just kind of like, oh God, why?
I had a thought of it even today when I was I had my appointment today, and when he's like, you could continue on, you could do jiu-jitsu this way. I'm like, maybe I can. No, I can't. Because I've been trying for the last 6 months.
Yeah, you look rough. Like the last time we trained together, you couldn't move your arms the entire next day.
It was fucking bad.
Yeah.
They felt so heavy.
And we were going super easy.
Oh yeah, super easy. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Like just a step above super easy. Now
I'm hoping that you gain a lot of that back relatively quickly after your neck stuff.
So
you said 6 to 8 weeks?
6 to 8 weeks. Like 2 weeks, I can. Like after my 2-week appointment, if that goes well, I can come and train and do some things.
Okay.
With my arms.
Which is perfect.
I can no longer be Frankenstein of arms only up here.
Right.
So, and I can come in and do some things, like nothing that
you're going to be my curriculum guy.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going over that.
That'll be perfect. Because I want to be able to show people that later too. So, yeah, so I'll be able to do that after 2 weeks if everything goes well. And then 4 to 6 weeks, like 6 weeks, I'll be able to roll and with people I select.
Bad.
It's not bad as long as everything goes well.
I'm sure it will.
There is a slight risk of me losing my voice. Like having a hoarse voice.
If your voice changes, that'd be really funny. Like, who took over for Kid? This isn't the same person.
Yeah, that wouldn't go well.
Got to be funny.
There's a risk, everyone.
All of a sudden, your voice
such a small risk.
Your voice doesn't project. We got to turn up your gain.
Ooh, that's weird because we have to turn it down now.
All of a sudden, I sound like Beaker and you sound like
it's gonna throw everybody
Mr.
off.
Dixon.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Steve Dixon trying to weasel his way back onto our show.
Seen that.
Just because he got butthurt that they weren't listening to his podcast.
Oh my God, that was funny.
But
how'd that go?
Shit musicians say. It's interesting.
Yeah, check him out.
If you're a musician, definitely check that dude out.
Yeah, good shit. Yeah, people like it.
Yeah.
He got a really cool review today.
Yes, he did. That was very cool.
Yeah.
I don't care what day it was, but yeah. We haven't got one in a while. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Really helping out.
Broettes. Reviews.
You sons of bitches.
We need them. They make us happy and smiling.
I love them.
Stuff. All right. So, pro tip done. I want to move on to the Flick Chat. Questions?
Yeah, well, what do you want to cover? We got to get Flick Chat.
Yep.
We have to get to my neck because people seem to care.
I thought we just talked about your neck.
Yeah, I haven't told them when I'm having the surgery.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Continue because we're already talking about that.
Okay. So, let's see. So, my appointment went well to the extent of I still am having surgery. I like the doctor a lot better. That dude was a lot cooler than the last. And so, he spent probably 15 minutes with me going through and explaining actually what was going on.
Yeah, because your last doctor said one thing and then was going to do a totally different
He scheduled
thing.
me for, so I can't even say that out of me that it was, but there's a replacement and there's a fusion. Fusion is 10% guaranteed is lost.
Right.
And I don't want that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's 10%. I'll live. It's not old school neck surgery anymore where you're going to sit there like frozen neck and just move around like...
Yeah, my buddies at work that had it done over a decade ago. They
didn't even have the replacement at that point.
Nope.
And they call that the gold standard, and that's probably why my last surgeon was like, yeah, let's just do that. And I'm like, fuck you.
Right, not what I'm trying to do,
How
bro.
about I try to keep
say,
less
look at me.
than 10%?
I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
Treat me like one.
Yeah, I'm not an athlete.
Well, just don't tell them that.
I mean, I'm barely a podcaster. Fuck.
My back hurts from sitting here, okay?
I need to move.
I need to stretch, and then we can come back.
That'd be great if we did that on camera.
It's
stretch, and then we'll do a little nap time on some yoga mats. It's fun. That actually hurt a little.
Yeah, I'm sad
old.
I did that.
But yeah, it was nice. My wife was there, so she asked the questions that I always forget to. Like, what can I work out on?
Wives are so convenient.
Yeah, she's smarter than me.
Oh, that
prettier
helps.
than me, makes more money than me. Yeah, I'm pretty well useless.
Well,
what are you going to do? But yeah, so she asked those questions. It was really great to have her there.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember what she asked. But yeah, how I could work out, what I could do. And that's when he broke down, how far I'll be out.
Gotcha.
That I can go swimming as soon as the incision closes.
Which is convenient because you have a pool.
I have a fucking pool. And which is good because I was like, Jesse had said, like, I can't really do swimming. I'm like, oh, fuck. Because Jesse just had this surgery not too long ago. It was doing laps. You can't do like laps where it's really shoulder intensive because they want all the nerves to start reactivating and just not a whole lot of motion to them for that 6 weeks.
Okay.
So, but I can do like sit-ups and shit like that and a lot of lower body stuff. But I'm going to do all that.
Deadlifts, bro.
I'm going to do yoga. I'm doing yoga.
Oh, speaking of yoga.
Have you been doing it? Because Mel asked me.
Yeah.
So hold on real quick. Mel, who is back living with me and my wife to train yoga, to be a yoga instructor. So she had been reaching, Paul reached out to her and said, do you have anything for shit knees? And she did. And she gave it to Paul.
Yep.
Go, Paul.
So I've been doing it. So I'm not sure I noticed. I haven't been doing it long.
Yeah, I was going to say you haven't been doing it very long.
But it feels really good.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah. So when I'm done, I'm like, oh yeah, that feels better. And it's only I do like 4 moves really. Yeah. That's all I have time for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you can.
I like it. Yep.
Yeah. I can't wait. She's coming up with stuff that already came up with a bunch of stuff that I can do.
Perfect.
That's a lot of my hip stuff to keep me moving and stuff that's not very arm necessary.
Yeah, because your hips are trash too.
Fuck yeah, they are. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna fix those with yoga. And but yeah, so now oddly enough, he goes, well, I'm assuming you want to do the surgery. I said yes, because he gave me the option. I can live and stay the way I am. He goes, because I even have an issue, and he moves his right arm around. He goes, I have the same type of issue with this, but he goes, it doesn't stop me from doing anything. And I'm like, well, it's
mine
stopping.
Stops the fuck out of me.
Mine stops the fuck out of me. And he asked me what the pain level was. I'm like, 3. It's probably more than a 3.
Well, it differs depending on what you do.
Yeah, and if I go to
Jiu
Jiu
Jitsu,
Jitsu, it's like...
And then it's like a 7 for a while, and then back down to a 3, then you do what you want to do, then it's up to a 7.
And then I dropped something the other day because my hand just froze, and I'm like, oh,
you don't need that in your life, no.
So that was annoying. So basically he goes, oh, I have a cancellation on Monday. I'm like, fucking Monday?
Like,
hell yeah. I'm like, can I do that one? So by the time I got to the scheduler, I had all fucking my follow-ups, everything just all printed up for me.
Perfect.
They're like, here, Monday, one thing you have to do is get your pre-op check. They called me at work like an hour after I left and were like, hey, we're going to set up an appointment because you got to squeeze your ass in. I'm like, sounds good.
How many days off work you got to take?
I'm just going to take 3.
That's not bad.
No.
That's not bad at all.
No, because I have a desk job. So, and I told
I was off for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, I don't really, I can move a mouse pad. I mean, I got that.
Can you get your own money behind the drawer? Because I can't lift it.
I'll just hand you the drawer. Just grab money.
Just grab how much you
I'm
think you need.
I'm trusting you. No, but I get to be, I already talked to my boss. She's like, we'll just put you in the offices for sure.
Sweet.
Which I'm usually in the office on Thursday and Fridays. But I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take those 3 off, and then back to the desk.
Not bad.
So, yeah, guys, I'll give you an update and,
keep you posted.
Give me your thoughts on Monday as I get cut
I'm
open.
sure they're going to be lovely.
Yeah, I'm sure
they're
going to be
based on the comments we already get.
Really fucking pleasant. Really going to make me feel good about having a fucking podcast, you assholes. Holy shit. That one dude came in super hot.
Super hot. It was great.
Just fucking ripped into me. I'm like, geez, dude, you just got here. It's like 56 members. Hey, Kip, you're a fucking asshole. I'm like, wow. That was wow. That
accurate.
That was
hurtful.
Yeah, that was hurtful.
All
man.
at the same time.
It was fucking wonderful. I was
great.
laughing my ass off.
Shit.
But I think that's good.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So there's Nick's. Your problem.
My neck.
Necks. Yeah. Whatever. And words are hard. I told you this.
Yeah, they're difficult.
All right. So, you posed a question of, does anyone have a question for tonight's show? It will air on Thursday. So we have a few.
Yes.
All right. When can we expect the patches to go up? When can we expect the first run of GD Bum Fights Push Hands Edition?
See, you would understand this
if you were on Flick Chat.
If you were on the Flick Chat.
Yeah, it's way funnier if you're on Flick Chat. So we talked about maybe. So I wanted to
Well, Paul didn't know what bum fights were.
I had no idea.
Did you look it up? Because they're still out there.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, just fucking look up bum
fights. When they
fights.
said early 2000s, I just liked it.
No, look it up bum fights. It's fucking hilarious.
No kidding.
Because it's so shitty. So shitty of a human fucking thing that you can get two people that need money to fight each other.
Oh, dude.
It's fucking complete shit.
Because I was thinking the super fight, the death match, ended up in a draw, which is unacceptable.
Well, the next one's not. I'm losing.
Yeah, right. But I didn't want to have to like redo that because nobody wants to watch that horrible jiu-jitsu display. But if we grabbed a bum and we each seen how much we could tap him out in 10 minutes, we give him money. It's cool. Consent, signed papers. Dude, that'd be way more fun. Nobody else seems to think so.
I think it's a real shitty thing to do. I'm just saying. It was a shitty thing in 2000s,
we can
early
give him
2000s.
a lot of money.
It's a shitty thing to do.
Yes, I know. That's what makes it funny.
You're not a human. That's what I've decided. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Still want to do it.
But I do like how someone combined the bum fight / Chai Chi push hands.
I do like that.
It's good.
I do like that. All right. So when can we expect the patches, Skip? Is that on Nathan?
No, Nate? That's on me. I'm actually working with a guy overseas on trying to get which ones we're going to do.
Nice.
So the voting did not work because people just tried to fucking piss me off with what they're voting on.
I think they tried to make it a tie.
Yeah, they did. And it failed. It's on the one that Nate did. Which is the red with the original logo in the middle. So we probably will do those, but I'm going to double check because the voting pissed me off because literally Paul and I do believe Larry just voted to make it even. I'm like, you fucking dicks.
Well, to be fair, those were both my favorite, so I don't care which one.
Yeah, the triangle.
Yeah. I do like the triangle.
Actually, the triangle one's going to probably be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll probably do the one Nate did, just to make sure everybody's cool with it.
Yeah,
and it'll be a nice round patch. It'll be a 3-inch patch, and it will be available on the store. So if you guys are waiting to buy something, wait a little bit longer.
Make it a Hello Kitty bow tie patch with our name in the middle.
Fuck off.
Okay, I'll do that. Also, is there any truth to the rumor that GDs will be doing a YouTube instructional series on butt scooting, guest starring Croyler Gracie? Yeah.
That dude is never invited on our videos. You know how far we would have to back up the video just to get how large of a human, we would look like peons.
All right, Croyler might not do it, but Paul Elliott for sure will do
Paul
a video
Elliott will be
on
there
butt
when he's
scooting.
here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
how it doesn't work, and he'll just be smashing us.
I didn't think that through.
Yeah, you didn't. It's gonna suck.
There may not be.
We do have ideas for videos though.
There may not be any truth to that rumor then.
No.
I do like the idea until it involved me being
smashed,
demolished. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, how to butt scoot into turtle.
That was my favorite one. How do you butt scoot into turtle? Very carefully, sir. Very carefully.
So if there's anything Croyler hates more than butt scooting, it's turtling.
He hates turtling more than butt scooting.
Yeah, which is saying something. And I think Paul hates butt scooting more than anything. If I'm correct, I might be wrong on this.
It's pretty close. So he fucking hates it.
But how to butt scoot into turtle, a 9-part educational event coming soon. I like that idea. I think that's pertinent, and people will love it.
Who did that one?
That would be Matt.
That was Matt. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was great.
Was that Matt Field?
Yes.
Oh, I coached that fucker.
Nice. All right. Tape 4, the art of getting your back taken. Jesus. Okay, let's
You guys have very low expectations for us. Shocker.
Okay, Larry says, let's talk about post-competition effects on the gym and the person, which I think is a good idea. We'll get to that. I want to finish the questions, though, because something kind of rolls into it. A little bit. Matt says this would be a good topic. Scott says that's a good one. I've noticed some guys roll more intensely after having done their first comp. How does it change your mindset?
Ooh, I got thoughts.
William says, no, just more dog
bereavement tips. That was fucking hilarious.
That one hurt a little bit because it reminded me of my dog.
Street fight commentaries. This dude is way back.
Oh, he's way back.
Way back in the shows.
We wanted to be more of a Comedy Central show. We're like, we'll just talk about street fights.
Didn't know what we wanted to do.
Nah, yeah,
we really were trying anything, and all of it sucked.
Oh, it did.
I apologize. William, good on you, sir.
Yeah.
That's the dude that lit me up like a Christmas tree when he came in.
Yeah, he got right. No, just more dog bereavement tips or street fighting commentaries. Been disappointingly late on those topics on the last 100 or so episodes for a reason.
Thank you, sir.
Listening back on those episodes, like, just made my butthole pucker and my face cringe. I'm like,
I couldn't get through them. I tried to like jump through them a month or two ago. I'm like, these are fucking terrible.
It's no good.
Sorry, everyone.
All right, Dalton writes, in response to the guys rolling more aggressively after their first comp, when you start to hear the phrase, it's competition season, this, in my short experience, means the competitors at the gym get more aggressive and aren't as nice during training sessions. For the white belt competitors, they buffer a lot and have the Hulk smash mentality. The upper belts become a lot more imposing, their side mount and mount get noticeably tighter, and they're unforgiving of mistakes. As hobbyists, it's a good time to train, but it can be mildly annoying. I usually have to put on my brain on automatic pilot during these days, as I don't find them very fun as a non-competitor.
Like you, Dalton.
That's good, man.
Good looking.
Let's see. Excellent, good man. I've thought for quite a while you could do with an international themed show. Croyler could talk about his overseas trip and observations if on foreign gyms. You could explain what wife beater tops and bucket hats are. Yeah, I guess if you're not from around these parts, you wouldn't know that. And how non-American gyms composition is so different. I find it really odd hearing about USA gyms with wrestlers, etc. Not like that at all here. That's interesting.
Ooh, I want to know what it's like. That's what I read that one. I'm like, ooh, well, tell me about your gyms.
Oh, yeah, I want to actually know
I'm not going to trust Croyler. Croyler will take this existential fucking 3 million mile view on it.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how big a thing wrestling is in other countries. But it's
pretty big everywhere else.
Is it as big? Because
no, not
like
as big.
Every high school here does
here.
it, and it's getting big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Dude.
Like most of the guys I work with, their kids wrestle. Yeah,
a lot of boys are wrestling.
Yeah, like that's all I hear about, and they love it. And they are.
We should go educate them.
Yeah. So in wrestling in America, it's a little bit different from like Russia, because in Russia they'll actually train every day and more, but they go very light. And they go very technique-based and oriented. Yeah,
which I think it makes more sense.
Yeah, well, that's why they win everything. In America, you'll have like the one-offs, like the Ben Askrens, or you'll have somebody that's just a phenom.
Yeah.
But they train hard here. It's kill or be killed, and you just cannot train every day with that mentality. And it's always drive forward, always forward, very aggressive. You have to be aggressive. And then those people... Well, once they're done with wrestling, they're like, well, the next logical step is jiu-jitsu because I'm either out of high school or out of college. I'm not doing no more, but I still miss that competition. Yep. So they go over to jiu-jitsu, and they have that same mentality going on.
Yeah, there's not an amateur wrestling.
No.
Not that kind of wrestling.
No. They're just, they don't have like wrestling like they do jiu-jitsu competitions.
No.
Which is kind of sad because...
Wonder why they don't.
Probably because people are too hurt and injured.
Yeah, by the time you get to past college, you're probably pretty well hurt.
Oh, yeah, they're banged up. I know a few
people.
If that's
the only thing you do.
Yeah, I know a few actual wrestlers at my work. And, they go, my body's all banged up from... Because they did it for like 10 years in their...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, from when they were a kid all the way through college. Oh, yeah, dude. Your body's ripped.
But, yeah, every wrestler I've come across that's brand new that starts jiu-jitsu is just uber aggressive. And, I mean, they got the kill or be killed mentality. And... if they get over that and they get the idea of what jiu-jitsu can be and how we train, and there's no season, so you got to keep going. So, hey, let's not hurt each other. Then they can get really good. Because they got all that mat time and experience, and they got really good base pressure, so they can get better faster if they calm the fuck down.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But they choose not to. But often. It's kind of inbred into them, But fuck that. Just calm down. You'll be awesome at this.
Yeah.
That's what I've told a bunch of wrestlers when they start with us. I'm like, dude, you could be killer at this if you can calm the fuck down.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think about the post-competition mindset, or the, to his point, pre-competition mindset when you're getting ready for a comp season?
Well, everyone takes it differently. Like you'll have it's nonstop cardio. It's like, okay, that's one way to look at it. And then there's the guys that I think it could probably be more effective, the guys that train for that. They don't just train for 10 minutes straight for a 5-minute fight. Like, oh, I can go past. Well, that's fine, but I think you end up locking horns a lot more that way because you don't have the game plan. The guys that game plan for pre-fight is more game planning. It's the weeks rolling up to it or rolling towards your plan and what could happen against your plan and how you're going to adjust.
Yeah, we did a pro tip from Chris Papandrea on game plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's more what I think would be more effective. But I don't think that happens very often.
I think what a lot of people do is they try to get their athleticism up at jiu-jitsu.
To buffer?
Yeah. Because to Corolla's point, it's way easier to make gains in athleticism quickly than it is to make gains in technique quickly. So they're just I'll buffer what technique I have with athleticism by going really hard on my partners, not taking rounds off, doing a ton of cardio at class. Well, typically, I think the guys that are competition motivated, they already do CrossFit on the side. So maybe...
Or they do a lot of cardio.
Right.
Just in general, because Justin does. Yeah. Justin's the Nogi guy, and he fucking does cardio like a madman.
So my fat, old, lazy ass works out twice a day, every day. I get up in the morning, I do my yoga and my stretching and a little light stuff just to get my body going for 25 minutes. And then on lunch at work, I do another 25-minute workout.
Yep.
And admittedly, I'm not going gangbusters, and I'm not trying to get all jacked and huge, although I am. But shut up, Kip.
I'm judging you.
A little bit.
Not even silently.
But, so I don't need to go and do another 40 minutes of cardio to get ready for competition if I wanted to. I've already done whatever cardio and weightlifting and stuff I'm doing. So here I want to work on, like you said, game planning, refining the techniques I'm going to try to use.
See, that's what I think would be more effective, but I don't think enough of that happens. I think a lot of it's, okay, you're going to roll for 5 minutes, no breaks, do some burpees. All right, now you're going to roll again. And that's fine.
If they do nothing else outside the gym, it's effective.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely effective.
Yeah, because you need that to get your, you need that cardio for 10 minutes to even get through 5 minutes because you're going to have an adrenaline dump. And I get that because that's what Chad pushes people to do that. And I get that.
Oh, yeah.
But I just think they forget the other part.
Right. You get people like Morgan, I know she busts her ass outside of the jiu-jitsu gym.
She's doing judo and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, but she's going to the gym and she's running laps around the school. You know what I mean? She's a true competitor.
Oh, yeah.
And those kind of people do that. But if you're just going, well, I'm going to try a competition, you probably got to get your wind up a little bit. So. Yeah.
And Larry was interesting that way. Because he did his one and only competition.
Oh, yeah.
This past weekend.
He did well.
He did very well. He got silver, and he got a beautiful Ezekiel from,
Mount, was it?
No, it was from
side. Okay.
It was from side. God, it worked out well. It was a lot of fun to watch him.
It was a really fun match.
I had to coach him.
Yeah,
I had to coach him. It was
coached
super
everybody
fun.
There.
I did.
How'd you enjoy coaching?
Loved it. I love coaching, dude.
So
I'm just a blue belt, but...
I watched the videos, and again, also just a blue belt, but you were very articulate. You were easy to hear. I think you were saying the right things.
I think
If you didn't know what the hell was going on, you didn't say anything.
No, because there was one...
You're not making shit up.
No, Nadine, when Larry was going once, it was a quicker match for him, and I couldn't see. I literally was leaning over onto the mat trying to see what was going on.
Bro, you didn't have time to say anything?
No, that one ended pretty quick. But that's okay. The guy was super slick, and Larry knew he was going to be slick, and by the time... That was Larry's last match. Larry was tired. Yeah. Let's be honest. Larry was tired, but who won? He had just... I think that was his fourth match.
I seen
for a hobbyist. That's a lot of matches with it. Adrenaline dump after the first one.
I seen one of the dudes he went up against.
Good Lord, the Mountain.
The Mountain.
Good freaking Lord, that dude was huge.
Larry makes me look like a tiny, tiny human. This guy made Larry look smaller than Larry makes me look.
I should have got a picture. The dude had to be 6'5", because he was big, dude. He made Larry look small just standing next to him. That's
funny.
Everybody was watching him because he was so big.
Everybody's like, whoa, watch this.
Yeah, look at this dude. And but Larry literally did a beautiful snatch, grab, and went to push. Dude didn't move.
Didn't budge.
Larry moved back a little, not shitting you. I'm like, fuck. Larry's not a small boy to be moving backwards. I'm like,
no.
Woo. Because I know Larry knows his weight, and he knows how to use it. And he was keeping it over his feet, and it didn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
The guy was huge. Guy did a beautiful drag choke over the man on the second match. So, but Larry did fucking awesome. Yep. It was so much fun to watch. Matt had some great battles. He just started God, I don't even know how long
has he been doing it.
I don't even know, but he was in the picture that he's posted and Top Mount reposted. He was one of the guys in that picture with Ginger Jesus there.
Yep.
And myself. And God, dude, he had a reversal. He had 2 different reversals in a match. I was super proud of him. And
who's homie from Curler's Gym?
That was Ryan. I was so proud of that dude. They call him Grant.
Dude, he looked good.
He looked really fucking good. And I felt like I helped. I felt like I actually impacted that. He got gold in his first ever competition. He ran through 2 people.
Nice.
And that was pretty freaking impressive.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So competition, fun. People are going to get amped up. They're excited. When you're like us, you're hobbyists, and you got to roll against those guys, you can let them know, like, look, man, maybe you don't want to go with me.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Find the other hobbyist.
There's
plenty of us.
If you think you can help somebody or you want to do that, cool. Otherwise, like Kip said, find the other hobbyist. Don't mess around with that.
No, my wife was helping Morgan out a little bit because but she would only really go like that with Morgan so she could manage it. And my wife's a little more diehard than we are.
Yeah, I got 1 speed, so I'm like, I'll roll with you if you want, but I have 1 speed.
Yeah, it's not going to get any quicker.
Yeah, I try. I mean, the fastest I've ever gone was rolling with Andrew, and that's not my speed.
Well, you even hurt yourself.
It did. My knee locked up because it's stupid.
Yeah. Paul doesn't have that speed because that speed's broken. That gear done broke.
Dude, I was so lucky my knee was in a position where I could like snap it back out. I'm like, oh my God.
You can see it in the video when he does it because in the weirdest position, he's sitting there stretching his leg.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, he hurt himself. Look at that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, because I couldn't be there.
Yep. So but I mean, as far as competition goes, that's the closest thing I will ever get to a jiu-jitsu competition. Not my shit. But I get it. You get amped up. You get excited. You get the adrenaline going, and that's just kind of your attitude. And then if you come back and you lose, it kind of like, oh, man, you kind of feel bummed out. You know, if you lose a soccer match or a basketball match, it's like, whatever. The team lost. No big deal. You know, I'm not happy about it. But you lose a fight, it's like,
it's personal.
Yeah.
It's personal is why. Doesn't matter if you're doing an individual sports like a tennis match or something like that. Or it's a lot different than the team sport, but even in tennis, it's not the same. When you lose a fight, it's just something primal in everybody. Not man, woman, child, does not matter. Because I was watching some sick, because they had a bunch of girls wrestling. I know, a bunch of girls doing it in the younger, like my daughter's age and younger, and they were freaking ripping people new assholes. They were awesome. Nice. And just hanging with the boys that, I mean, they outweighed them, but he just didn't have enough people. And there were a lot of them from the same 2 schools, but that were well represented. But they were just wrecking each other and just super aggressive. I was super impressed.
Cool.
So, yeah, gosh, man, it's just fun. It was just fun.
It's funny because I've got no desire to compete.
This made me even more in not wanting to do it.
So there's 2 parts. When I watch, I'm like, no, I just physically cannot, and it validates that when I watch it. I'm like, can't do that.
No,
but that primal part of me goes, I kind of want to fight.
Yeah, it does.
I want to do that,
but I don't. But when you, it's cemented for me coaching that I didn't want to do it, but I do want to coach again.
Yeah, but you have emotions either way,
but I won't really have a chance to. Chad was out of town. Like all our,
he was gone.
Freaking Morgan and Ben had a wedding. Like it was just perfect storm of shit that like nobody could be there.
Yeah, when a blue belt's the highest ranking dude there to coach.
Yeah.
Like, well,
sorry everyone.
Stuff and things happen.
Yeah. I said words. I think
you even said, "Do you want me to coach you?
Yeah.
Or do you want nobody?" It's up to you.
I gave. I was like, because I didn't want them if they were like sitting there going, I really want somebody to at least, tell me time or anything. So I was like,
breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Breathe.
And I did. That was what I started everyone at. I'm like, remember, in through the nose, out through the mouth, relax. They're not going to be able to right away. You do it. You're going to last longer. Go. And because that's what happens. I've watched them enough. It's a battle of gas tanks. And that gas tank gets really, really small when that adrenaline dumps out. You're like,
for sure.
Oh, nap time. But yeah, I did realize that. I really enjoyed the coaching end of it, and sorry if I fucked anybody up, but I tried.
You look like you did a good job to me.
Yeah, thank you.
But
I tried.
Yeah. So we have a choice. We can either shut this shit down,
okay,
or we can go on to talk about other flick chatty things that we like, some answers we got?
Well, we could do one more.
One more? Okay.
Let's do one more.
All right. So let me open up.
Which one are you doing?
So we had a couple of. Matter of fact, we already talked about it. So when I answered, I gave my answer, and then Paul Paul re-answered this, and it was
much better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So let me find the.
You're doing really well. I'm glad you brought this up.
Dude, shut your
face. This is really, really
something.
something.
Okay, so the question was, so when playing from the bottom, are we to just wait for the spot to open or create a spot with bumps and sweeps? That, are you supposed...
This was in the big man conversation, right?
No, this might have been...
I think it was.
Maybe. That might have been anti-jiu-jitsu. Anyway, the question remains, like, some people just sit there and they don't do anything. They grab collars, and they grab their own collars, they don't move.
Yeah, anti-jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. So the question was, so when playing from bottom, are we just to wait for the spot to open up or create a spot with bumps and sweeps? Like, what are you supposed to do? So I answered, don't just wait. Actively create spots using the escapes that you know. Don't just lay there and grab your own collars, hoping they make a mistake.
It's because Paul used to do that.
Yeah, I did. And it's a hard habit to break. It really is. And, I don't know what to tell you. It's tough. So, Paul Elliott responds, and he goes, yeah, he's a blue belt. I'm going to go out on a small limb and counter Croyler's exactly, because Croyler said, yeah, exactly, with a more nuanced take on it. All right, so, yeah, he's a blue belt. I'm going to go out on a small limb, blah, blah, okay. What Paul suggests is a good default plan, but there's a lot of scenarios where it's often better to take a different angle if you know it. For example, if you've been trying to escape for the last 5 seconds and nothing is working, it's time to stop trying to escape and switch to a strong defense. They proved their point. Wait for your opponent to make a move and have a defensive posture that forces them to put more effort into attacking you, which opens them up more and makes your escape easier. This is one aspect of competition, speaking of, that informs informal rolling. If someone gets side control, it's worth 3 seconds of heavy work to try to escape. But after that, your opponent gets points. There's little incentive to give them more to work with. In regular friendly sparring, you put in the work for 3 to 5 seconds, then you stop giving your opponent opportunities to counter your escape attempts with attacks, transition attempts. On the attack from guard, you do indeed need to be more aggressive about pushing your opponent into a mistake, since you shouldn't be just waiting. But if none of your attacks or sweeps are working for 10 to 20 seconds because they are hyper defensive, it's worth a pause to see what they do to try to open you up. Then build your attack on their actions.
Yep.
If they do nothing after 20 seconds of being defensive and 5 seconds
They're fucking boring.
Oh, yeah. Happens all the time. And 5 seconds of letting them do something to escape your control, they suck. And you should find a different sparring partner. Well, look at you. Alternatively, for that dead scenario, you should open your guard, put your feet on their chest, and launch them across the room, preferably into a wall.
I like Paul.
Oh, yeah. And the grabbing your own collars thing is indeed stupid. I allow friendly slaps in such scenarios.
I like him.
He is really fucking funny.
He is real funny.
Yeah. But those are the kind of comments that you'll get from people like
just
Paul and Croyler on being on a flick chat. You got a question, hey, I'm really struggling with this. You'll get a really stupid, mild, idiotic answer from me.
Or a complete asshole answer from me.
Yeah, which will then be corrected by somebody in the know. We have a few black belts that'll
We do.
answer
Ron's
you.
on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few upper belts too. John's on there, which is our newest Patreon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and we're speechless, to be quite honest.
Yep, and we will figure out the levels at some point that it makes it a little more worthwhile for everyone.
We're not good at this.
Not good at that part.
We'll get better.
We're good at the podcast. Yeah. The peripherals of the podcast.
All I gotta say is I'm really glad Nathan is on board.
Yeah, way to be the IT guy.
Yeah. Because without that,
we're fucked. We're fucked. Yeah, we're working on the store right now too. Mm-hmm. I've been talking to Nate a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, change it up a little bit. Make it a little bit more, friendly.
I just want somebody to wear a bucket hat, if I'm honest.
Oh, I saw it. It's a piece of shit. We're not doing it. I'll show you a picture.
Bummer.
Yeah, we'll have it sent to you anyways.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I'll wear it.
It was hideous.
With pride.
Yeah, we're gonna have different embroidery.
I'll do the picture.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to. Good Lord, I don't want to see that picture again though. Really,
I'll
really
get my wife beater.
We'll do the then and now picture. for you.
Ooh, yeah. I like it.
We'll do that.
Can we Photoshop it now to make me look better than when I was, 24?
No.
That'd be better if we did that.
No, you were ugly then. You're ugly now.
Should I regrow the Flavor Saver just for the picture?
Oh, your wife will fucking murder you.
Almost worth it.
It kind of is.
Almost worth
It's
it.
kind of worth it.
I'll think about that.
Oh, it's
no
gonna
promises.
Be terrible. It's going to be terrible, people.
Yeah, for sure.
Also wonderful. But I think we're doing good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I don't think I have anything else. Get on the Flick Chat. It's a lot of fun, honestly. I know if I wasn't on a podcast, I wouldn't be the first person to jump on board for that. I just wouldn't. It wouldn't be the thing that I would think about doing.
Yeah.
However, you're missing out because it is a super fun time just to chat with people that are in the like mind. We have a ton of white and blue belts. They have a ton of fucking questions. You can get a lot of them kind of filtered through and answered by people that are going through it or been through it recently. Yeah. It's a big deal. It's a lot of fun too.
Or you get mom bragging rights. We got Lauren talking about Hunter and his competition, and that's been really fun to watch.
Hell yeah.
She'll post videos of him doing
Hunter,
his thing.
yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you get to like mom brag or dad brag on there. It's good shit.
Yeah.
And the community, like I said, it's super, super cool.
Yeah,
and funny as hell.
Yeah, we have different, so the way the chat's set up is we'll have different topics that you can just start a thread. So people have started a thread for, we have Big Guys, BJJ.
Speaking of that, so Larry told me at class yesterday, he goes, I read that thread like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Because there's so much information I got out of it.
Yeah, it was
and it's
really, really good.
And
it came from other listeners. A lot of it came from other listeners or the other listener getting an answer to a question that they hadn't even thought about, that Larry hadn't thought about. So, awesome. There's one about books. I don't give a shit about that.
Books and stuff we like.
Yeah. So, it's mostly about books right now.
Oh, we should change that up.
We should really throw some other shit in there. Because I don't care about books.
Yeah, Get Mass is your thing, right?
Yeah, something.
Vintage.
Yeah. It's about all I got. But no, it's not just a boring chat about jiu-jitsu that you can get anywhere.
No, they got many topics.
You can't get this anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, this is cool because it's got the topics, is you don't get lost in one huge thread. Like, you don't ask a question.
There's one huge thread.
There's one huge thread of like whatever. But if you're looking for something more specific, we have so many threads about different things.
And if you want one, you start the thread.
Yeah.
And you just go.
It's so much better than Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Well, and you can get a hold of us.
Yeah.
A lot easier. Hell, Nate, that's how Nate communicates with me.
Nice.
So it just works, and it's easy to reply to people. You can send direct messages there to us or to other members.
We've made many, many love connections from people in the UK.
Good Lord.
Oh, I live right there. I'm
one of them's only like 50 miles away from the other.
Dude, it's really cool.
That was really fucking cool.
I'm impressed with it.
And the logo they made, sweet. I want it on a shirt.
Nice.
That's fucking sweet. Nice. The one with the fucking Union Jack behind him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
that's super cool.
Sweet. So, but yeah, guys, just, we keep talking about it. It's because we want everyone in there.
Yeah.
Just wreaking havoc.
So we've decided, it's become apparent that this is more than just a couple of idiots talking on a podcast. It's become more.
It took a while for us to realize that.
Yeah, so it's become a community of like-minded people that are, they got all the same issues and questions.
Just like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like you out there. Oh my gosh. It's not just parents in there. Actually, there's few parents in there.
Yeah.
It's mostly like me, you,
Sarah. Grappling dads became deceiving. So it started out, we have a niche. We have a niche. We're 2 fathers that do jiu-jitsu. Our kids do jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
Let's talk about only that stuff. And it just didn't work out.
It didn't stick.
It didn't stick.
We didn't enjoy it. And you guys seem to enjoy the beginning episodes, I think mostly to make fun of them. I'm hoping.
I'm thinking that's got to be the case. When people say, like, I'm 40 episodes in and loving it, I'm like, are you serious?
Well,
or are you mocking me?
I think like 32 wasn't terrible. It only took like 32.
When did our sound get good? Was that like in the 20s where we finally figured out the compression and all that?
Yeah. And it's gotten better from there. I've played with it a little bit.
I think
more.
a few of them screwed up because I don't know if we're going to put this video out. I doubt it. But anyway, if you do, like it was...
we fucked the lighting up if you haven't seen it.
Oh, we forgot to turn that off.
Yeah, we fucked up the lighting. So we have lighting coming from like 4 different directions.
Oh, well, it would have been good.
Hey, we're trying.
We might throw it out there and just be like,
check out this bullshit.
We tried.
Hey, look at the garbage we produce.
Yeah, look how awful we are at YouTubing with the lighting.
But yeah, it's a whole new learning curve for us, though. We'll get there. We'll get there, people.
I think next week will probably, if if the audio and stuff like that works out here,
that's mainly the thing that I wanted to see if we could get to work. So, but it'll be there. And we're going to have some instructional videos. We now have a good camera setup to do those in videos.
Yeah.
So
it's a neat little setup.
Yeah, I like it. It's simple, and we can afford it.
Yeah.
So, and actually, thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
You guys actually paid for a good portion of this.
Yep. Yeah, we appreciate it.
But we do. So the Patreon's going towards things, guys. Seriously. We just put it right back into the show. It's not, it's just for paying for us to get the show out, get new equipment so we can help you guys out.
A lot of people ask about video and doing something like that.
Shit ton of people.
So we're like, well, the setup we had before just was not conducive to that. So
no, it wasn't. We were too far apart. I don't think this is the right setup exactly.
Well, it's going to change a little bit. But it's going to
get there.
But
yeah.
It's more fighter than the kid like, and I like their setup more than Joe Rogan. So
yeah, I don't know. We might need to be closer together or facing a different direction.
Maybe.
I think we might need to be facing that way, like more towards the camera. So I don't know. Hi. Hey. Because it's a camera, you got to flip it off at some point.
Maybe. I think you get demonetized if you say fuck or flip off the camera, though.
Dude, we've already said fuck 78 times, and that was just my side.
That'll be a hard habit to break, huh?
Nope.
Not going to happen.
Ain't going to happen.
I was going to say, I don't
give a shit.
Could if I tried.
If they want to unmonetize me, whatever. We'll do it on advertising.
Fair.
Like on our own.
Fair.
That's what we'll go with. Check.
Anybody want to advertise with us?
Bring it.
Bring the monies.
But, that's all I got for this evening.
Yeah, cool. Again, adopt a white belt. Make sure somebody doesn't quit. Be there for people.
Always.
Keep
and
politics out of the gym.
Yep. If you're the only blue belt at a tournament, go ahead and coach.
Yeah. Apparently that's allowed.
Apparently you didn't fuck up completely.
Some black belt didn't come up to you and be like, bro.
No, Corler's cool. Corler actually thanked me. So he thanked me for being there. And,
very cool.
He said, thanks for coaching today. And I came back with
coaching.
In quotation marks.
Well, that's funny.
So, but he said it was great since, it wasn't by any choice of any of our upper belts. They all had shit going on. So
that's fair.
And it wasn't a tournament that was really local. It was an hour away.
Yeah.
So moderately local. But there's if it was ever in Grand Rapids, I know we would have had a few more upper belts. So, but anyways, guys, we're here to help you. So let us know. Get on the Flick Chat.
Yeah, if you have any questions, any pro tips you want to hear about, get on Flick Chat.
Fuck
Throw them out there.
We'll do it. We'll tear that shit apart. There's no doubt about that. And please, someone leave a review on iTunes. Anyone? Yeah. Anyone? Please.
Bueller.
Anyways.
All right, we good?
All right, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Yep.